Good evening, everyone. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals IGP Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals IGP Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. On our long series today, I am your host for the evening. My name is Oritra Moshak and I am from Bangladesh. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. IGP is a social and ISO certified international training institute. In 3 years, we already served 3 million knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 250 plus professions and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professionals IGP is the training faculty for skill development which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professionals qualifications. The Institute of Global Professionals is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized and reputable. We serve students and community resource providing holistic social work and educational. We believe that it's not effective to increase one's skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our service locally, nationally, and internationally to job seekers, job holders, and also for learners, though respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institution. IGP is the most famous online institute from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free. Webinars, seminars, courses, awards, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to serve more than 100 premium service for free, like create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and world knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge, which can upgrade all day. Kids learning games, website, free courses, convert sites, and many, many more. We help to empower to meet their expectations and dreams and become highly skilled people. We implement several training program webinars and offline online courses for youth and learners by professionals, trainers, speakers, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. To ensure excellent and in-depth instruction, we arranged with qualified trainers, speakers, and instructors. We extended free service to more than 3 million knowledge seekers in last 3 years. We have affiliations with universities and organizations in 70 different countries. Virtual mouse signing with many colleges and organizations have been accomplished. We are working to create a legendary generation of future scholars and citizens who will be accountable. We are constantly prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable service. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professionals. We believe that knowledge is love, light, and vision. So we try to understand the need of today's generation and we will serve them good research and practiced method. We must have a genuine concern for the learners. We represent more diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective based quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and values. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind you, don't forget to share, tag and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1307 web. Wow. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1307 webinars successfully. Wow. At present, we are going to start our 1300 aim is time management techniques. And our today's speaker name, Ma'am Rita Mary Ann. Before I hand over the stage, I want to share a little bit about our speaker. He is an physiology teacher and guidance counselor of ESAKKI Vidhashram Tanaksi. Now, very important moment for me to invite our IGP. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Yes, I'm doing good. What about you?
Ma'am, I'm also fine. Ma'am, on behalf of IGP Knowledge, wants to hear from you about you, ma'am.
Sir?
On behalf of IGP Knowledge Seekers, wants to hear from you, ma'am.
Yeah. To know about me?
Yes, I know, but ma'am, the now stage is your. You can start your presentation.
Yeah. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so much for welcoming me. And maybe in because of this network connection, I couldn't understand what you are saying. But anyway, thank you so much. Shall I take up? Yeah. Good evening. Good evening to one and all. Vanakkam.
Ma'am,
Namaste. Yeah. And it is a wonderful day that I'm going to present a topic on time management techniques. So I'm so happy to have you all here. Okay, can somebody type what is time management? If anybody knows, because time always precious to us. And if anybody know what is time management, kindly chat in the chat box. Sir, next. Okay. Here the beautiful definition I have for you. Time management refers to the development of processes and tools that increase efficiency and productivity in your life. So for example, when we usually use our time in a very good manner, when we know how to manage a time, that is very helpful for us to which helps us in our day to day life of process. And the second thing that helps us to increase a productivity whatever we are doing. So time management does not just happen for everyone. It is like a skill. So that is why yeah, talented people now is successful people always used to say I used to follow a time management. So let's see what is time management in depth, and what are the steps we what are the benefits, what are the steps we can achieve a time management, what are the purposes of time management, and whether we are following a time management or not. If suppose we are not following, what are the methods we can use to adapt to time management. Yeah, let's see. At the end of this day and end of this session, I hope that you know and you will adapt yourself what is time management. Sir, next. Excuse me, sir, there is some letters are coming, and under there is a letters. Congratulations, Millet. Kindly avoid that letters in the bottom. Okay. By using managing our time, how we are managing actually? Just drinking coffee, exercising, catching up and commuting, and cultivating a relationship, meeting new people, learning new things, going to office hours and voluntary things, eating, sleeping. So there is a lots and lots of things we are managing, because how does everything get done? By following and managing our time. So this is a way I am asking you how you are spending your time. Kindly chat in the chat box how you are spending your time, because the among these some of the managing time schedule, I am following some of the things like chatting with friends, keeping touch with my family, doing library research, studying for my test, caring for my family members, going out with my husband, and meeting with new people, going to my school work. So these are the cooking. I usually cook in the morning as well as in the evening. So these are the uh, some of the schedule, some of the things which I used to do, spending my time and managing my time. So see each and every slide. If I'm moving from each and every slide, I ask you to remember and ask you to think about how what is your management, how you are managing yourself. Next. Yeah, how high school students have working on school management. They'll do some school work, and some of the students go for a jobs, and they usually do volunteer work. They have a co-curricular activities, community activities. They have a family responsibility and social life. So even as students have lots and lots of responsibility. So this is a time just to think about yourself. What is your responsibility? When you are in a day to day life, how you are managing your life, and what is your responsibility both in school and both in working place as well as family, how you are balancing, how you are managing your time. So let's see one by one, which stimulate you to think about to recall your life. Next. Next. See, time management always criticize to your success in, because it is getting your school work done and achieving a good grade. When you have a very good time management, that helps you to finish all your homework, as well as that helps you to get very good marks when you are in the school. That that time management, keeping your job, as well as keeping your keeping your job in a balanced way, because when you have a time management, that helps you to finish all your tasks, and that helps you to maintain a mental and physical health, as well as that helps you to good relationship with other people. Next. Okay, sometimes there are myths about time management. If we ask some people, so I don't have a time at all, but how you are doing? So no matter what I do, whatever I would, if I would like to do, I don't have a time. These are the some of the reasons people used to do say. Some people used to do say time management, huh, always it's boring. I there is no time for me to work for extra things. And there are things, time management is nothing but common sense. I do well in school, but I must managing my time effectively. So some people say it takes all fun out of life. So these are the some of the myths, some of the unwanted stories, some of the unbelief, like um, false belief about time management. Yeah. Next. Next. Okay. Shall we see the truth? What is the time management and how it the benefits of time management? See, when you follow time, it's really helpful to you, because you are more productive. Without your expectation, you will gain a lot, and it will reduce your stress, and it will improve your self esteem, as well as you can balance your life both in job and your family life. So you avoid meltdowns, you feel like more confident in your ability, that you have you are capable of doing what you would like to do. And finally, the best benefit is that you can reach your goal. So simply making the most of your time and energy. So finally, what is the time management is that simply using your most of your time and energy. So how we are using our time and energy. So let's think. It is a time to think for ourselves, because we are not using a time and energy for us. Always we used to use our time and energy for all other purpose. So let us try to think about from this moment. Next. Yeah, some of the some of the more benefits. So when you have a good time management skill, that helps you to out of your education, that always used to have a better preparation to face your demands for your life. Therefore that decreases your anxiety, that helps you to assign time to tasks in prioritizing to their importance, that helps you to achieve a balanced life. At last, it helps you to become a successful person. Next. Okay. See, when we not having time management skill, what are the problems will happen? The first thing, you always work late. Then second thing, you will submit your work not up to your usual standard. The second thing, you usually forget all the commitments. Then fourth one, you usually not enough to have a time to finish your task. Then always you will always make an excuse why your work is not done. Finally, having to let go of your activities you enjoy because a lack of time or low grades. So, time management is very, very, very important. When you don't follow your time management, always you face a problem that dealing with between you and others. Because of time management problems, you always leads to stress, anxiety. So sometimes it leads to somewhat, why am I want to work? So kindly take over your life and think about it. Next, then asking teacher for extension regularly and submitting your work, it's really making teachers to feel about you in a bad thing. So your grades won't reflect your ability. So kindly take a minute to complete your time management quiz. That really helpful to you to why it is very very important to work on this important skill. So kindly note it down. Time management quiz. It is there. So kindly work on it. That really helpful to you. How much you are following a time management and how much it is very much helpful to you to lead a very good life. Next, see why we don't use our time effectively. Because the first one, planning out your time seems like more work. The second thing, add more structure to your day. We have enough of this at school or work. Then forces you to look at what is need to be completed because which is very much important to complete it. So it's not fun. Sometimes we used to be very lazy. We are not taking care of enough. So that is the best thing why our time is not more effectively, why our work is not done effectively. The first thing is that planning is very 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 important, and what kind of planning you are making it. The second thing, how much you are giving to important to prioritizing work. Then it's not like a fun, because always we are taking guarantee, we are taking over advantage for in the time. And the last thing is very very pathetic thing is that we always used to be very lazy and are not at all taking care of anything. Yeah. Next, so let's see what is crisis and time management, because lots of people use more crisis management than time management. So let's see the two difference. Crisis management, I wish I had more time. People used to say, I'm trying, but there is no time. Time management, people used to say, my mark reflected the time I spent. So crisis always meant for negative thinking. Time management always meant for positive thinking. See here some of the examples. Crisis management people used to say, I know I will get a bad mark. Time management people will say, I'll get a good marks. So crisis people will say, I don't want to see my grade. Time management people say, I can hardly wait to see my mark, because time management people can understand what is patience. Then crisis people, then everyone will do better than I will, because they feel like a low self esteem, low self confidence. But the time management people will say positively in optimistic way, I feel good about myself and my work. So these are the two criteria and two difference between crisis management and time management. Just to think about yourself, in which management you are belong to. So this is a time you can change yourself. Next, next, see, any skill have some rules, because skill is like a ability, aptitude. Because when you have some skills, you have to learn, and then only you want to get a training. Then afterwards you can execute it. So every skill follows some rules. The same way, time management also follows some rules, like read selectively, make lists, and everything in its place, and give prioritize, give important which you want to give important, and multitask the routine. Don't give particular task in a particular time. Just to give multitask in the routine. Then discriminationary jackjar. Then divide up the big jobs, because we are also human being. It's very difficult for us to do the same work or a big work in a one moment. So try to like chunk the work. Then it is easy for you to do the work. And give critically 20%. Give some difficulty to do the work. And the best time for importance of, because some people used to study at night, some people used to study in the morning. So find out what is the best time for you to do the important job, and arrange non-interrupted time. Don't procrastinate. Don't uh, do work in a day-to-day life. So, and keep track of time and follow your time, and set deadlines. Set deadline in the sense you determine to yourself that I want to finish this work today itself, and use waiting time, and designate time for busy work. Then closure on one thing a one day. So try to finish only one thing on a one day, and schedule your personal time, because when you know about yourself, if you have your own timetable, that helps you to achieve your goal. So don't worry and limit your worry time, because worry always leads to physical. It affects your physical health, mental health, every health. So try to have a long term goal and have a continuous improvement. Never stop your time management skill. Never stop trying. So keep on trying. One day your hard will give you reward. Let's see what are the other things. Next, yeah. See, I told you what is a management. What is time management? See, it's simply making use of your time and energy. Again, I'll tell you, making use of your time and energy. Evaluating your energy level in a different times of time, because you know from morning to till evening how is your energy. So schedule your tasks when you have the energy level to match, because when you have a high level energy in the morning, then you take a big task to finish it in the morning. If you are a morning person, size in the early hours to study, to assignments, that work focus, because for me I am a nighttime person. I usually do my work at a night time. So if you are an evening person, make sure that you are being too productive and not sacrificing sleep for extra hours to socializing. Because losing sleep is the easiest way to substage your energy level. So don't let this be you. Just you look at these two people and find out your energy when it is high and when it is low. So according to your energy, make your schedule timetable and kindly follow it, because time management, it's simply making use of your time and energy in a very good thing. Next, next, yeah, here I'll help you. There are three steps how you can manage your time. The first thing is that kindly set a goals. See, while one I'm now I'm going to tell you how you can manage your time. You can practice to manage your time. Kindly take a note down. Kindly note it down and start to write your time schedule for yourself. See, the first thing is that set goals. Then, second thing, make a schedule. And the third thing, revisit and revise your plan. Let's see in a detailed way in our upcoming slides. Next, yeah, where we should start actually. See, without goal, if you are living, if you are studying, if you are doing something, then that is waste. So the first priority you should give, and you should set a goals. See, making your goals in a specific and concrete, that really helpful to you to do your work. Then second thing, You set both long term goals and short term goals, because I had a vision board and I set a goals like within 5 years, within 7 years, how my life should be. So to achieve the long term goal, I decided some short term goal. Okay, so I'll tell you for example. So my long term goal is after 7 years, with at the end of 2030, I want to become a professor. So what I'm doing now as a short-term goal, I'm working as a psychology teacher, which helps me to recall my knowledge and boost my knowledge. Second thing, I'm studying MA psychology, and the third thing, I'm giving more seminars and I'm attending net examination. These are the some of the short-term goals. So so set a deadline for your goals. So that's why I set a deadline for me, because within 2 years I want to finish my net examination. Then after 2 years, when I finish my MA psychology, I should finish my net examination, because after that I want to do my PhD. So this is a small example to have a deadline for my goal. So integrate your goal. Like I integrated my goal. It's like how my home should be, how my husband will be in the very good position, and how should am I will be in the very good position, and how I want to build my home, and how many children am I going to have. So these are the some of integrated way of have having goals. So realize that goals change, but to know which goals to stick to, that is in your hand, because goals always determined by you, not goals determine you. Yeah. Next. So from your goal, you set prioritizing. You give important, which is very, very important for now. So once you know what is your prioritize, you need to plan out of a schedule for the semester or the week and the day. So give important, which is very, very important initially. Then you plan ahead. Next, second thing, make a schedule. Because each and everything, it is very, very important to have a schedule. So, for example, I have a syllabus. I have a timetable for my MA psychology. The exam is upcoming in the month of June. So I have a schedule now. What I should do in the morning, and what are the subjects I want to study daily, and how am I want to work for my students to take a class. And the second thing, how I want to take care of my husband, and how am I want to I'm going to take care of my work family. So I have a schedule. So kindly make a schedule. What time and what you are going to do something. So beginning with blocking all class and lab times. So kindly block all other unusual things like social medias. Then highlight all your things. What is very, very important. Then identify routine homework days. That is the thing what you want to do. It is not only for students, it is always meant for everybody, because everyone have a homework. Then identify and work backward from exams and papers, and map out studying and writing time. Don't forget to take a break once in a while. If you are doing a company work, if you are doing business work, if you are doing any other work, home work, if you are doing some if you are a housewife, if you are doing some other online jobs, if you are doing any work, kindly take a break once in a while. So all work and no play will drive you nuts. So you don't worry, everything will give you some reward. Yeah. Next. Then take a weekly plan. It is very, very important for everybody, because spend 30 minutes and mapping out the work. Ask yourself these questions. I'll tell you the following questions. Kindly follow and answer for it. what do you expect to accomplish? Because if as a teacher I'm going to have a weekly plan, actually we have a weekly plan. We usually write our weekly plan and we used to submit to our principal to get a signature. So we used to write what do we expect to accomplish, what is our objectives. Then second thing, what is your goal, what you are going to try to achieve at the end of this week, and what will you do to reach these goals. Because I used to write my objectives like that. If I used to give one chapter, the second thing is that how you are going to teach the children, and the third thing, what tasks are very very important than others. Because we have lots and lots of goals, so we have to decide which is very very important. Maybe I have 10 lessons in psychology subjects, but which is very important to teach them in the beginning. Then how much time will each activity take? Then when will I do each activity? How flexible I do have to be, allow unexpected things. If something happened, if some unexpected questions will asked by a children, how am I want to prepare myself? So remember to expect the unexpected things. Next, next. See, if you have your schedule, organize your day. Do you have your schedule in a day? Okay. I'll help you to have some day schedule. See, set a realistic goals that are only 24 hours in a day. See, people used to say, see, I'm going to finish 10 lessons in a day. Is it possible? No. So set realistic goals. Then second thing, use spare time to review. Give some time to recall. Then third, study at the same time each day, make it a habit. So if you have particular time to do some particular thing, make it as a habit. Because nowadays I used to study and I used to pray in the morning. So nowadays it become my habit. And divide your study time into 50 time blocks. Don't forget to reward yourself when you do something right. Just to appreciate yourself. Just to you eat some chocolate. Just to reward yourself by giving some gifts to yourself, some appreciation to yourself. So take it one day at a time. Next, yeah. So do you use daily plan? Because if you go for a school and office, we have daily planning, but you should have our personal daily planning. Because complete a term assignment preview, use a week at a glance as an organizer. So enter a due date and social events as soon as you can. So review your calendar daily for at the current week and upcoming week, because it's really helpful to you what you want to do and what you have missed and what you want to do at present, what you should not do at present, in what you want to give important to more self. Sometimes we used to forget our memorable days also. At some of the few homes, if you they usually forget everything, their marriage day, because our lifestyle is totally changed. Our We are very very busy as a missions. So kindly have a daily plan and look at your calendars, and just think about yourself as well as your family, because it just takes a moment to review a calendar, and it relieves your stress to know you are on top of things. Next, yeah, these are the some of the example how you want to make a timetable. Yeah, next. Next, 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 next. See, the third one is revisit and revise your plan. See, planning is always easy actually, but how we are executing it. And the second thing, that you want to revise yourself, whether you have followed your timetable, are you making a progress. It is very, very important when you are when you are following your time management, because now that you have been become paying attention to your schedule, how you are actually using your time, and which tasks were you able to do and what is not get done, whether your energy level is appropriate or you want to change your energy level, your stress, what is your stress level, and what are the changes you need to made your weekly schedule, and what are the time wasters, it's um, really wasting your time, and what are the better communication which will help you to stick to your plan, and is there any pro- procrastination issue like postponing the things. So be tough with your time, not to yourself, just to be tough with your time. Next, yeah, what is this procrastination? See, everyone have some habit like let's do it later, some lethargic thing. See, never do today, never come today what you can put for till tomorrow. See, some of the forms of procrastination, let's see, ignoring the tasks and hoping it will go away. The second thing, underestimating how long it will take. Then third thing, overestimating your abilities and resources. Then telling yourself that poor performance is okay. Doing something else that it is not very important. Then believing that repeated minor delays won't hurt you. So telling about a hard job rather than doing it. So putting all your work on only one part of the task, becoming paralyzed when you have to no make choice. So procrastination is very, very, very bad habit which stops your growth and which stops your journey to reach your goal. Next, see how we can overcome our procrastination. The first one, have a you have to win the mental battle by committing being on time. See, you have to decide that I'll do this work at this particular time. The second thing, set and keep that deadlines. And the third thing, you organize, schedule and plan, because you are the only one person who can stop this procrastination. So divide the big job into smaller ones and find a way to make a game of your work and make it fun, because always being strict and not doing very seriously, it is not like something that makes you to like a bored and stressed and becoming an anxiety. So reward yourself when you have done something. Tell your friends and roommates to remind you what is your importance and what is your deadline. Say, especially tell to your family members. And very, very important, another thing, learn to say no to time wasters. And the another thing, learn to say when you are unable to do some things. Yeah, these are the some of the procrastination ways where you can overcome your anxiety, stress, and another thing which leads to have a very happy life. Next, see how you can tackle your time wasters. First, learn to recognize when you are wasting your time. Then, second thing, decide what you need to do and can realistically do. And the third thing, as I said previously, you learn how to say no when you don't have a time, because accepting everything, it's like having a bulk amount of stress. So try to tell no when you are unable to do something, and use an answering machine and return to calls at your convenience. That telephone is a major time killer, so kindly use your mobile phones in a very good way. And the next one, learn to say, I can't talk right now, I'll get back to you later. So wasting time is often linked to a lack of self discipline. So self regulation is very, very, very important, where you can monitoring your habits. Then finally ask yourself, do I really need to do this or not? If there is some task, think about yourself that is it very, very important for me, or it is really need to do or not. If it is very, very important, just you do it. Otherwise, ignore it, because time is very, very, very precious. Time is like your friend. If you lose your time, you will never get this time at back. Next, see, as I said, kindly say, learn to say no, because avoid the temptation to socialize when you have scheduled work. If your friends ask you to join with them to watch a movie, tell them that I want to study. Kindly leave them. Then, this is very, very important. At the same time, your life, and if you want a successful person, that is very, very important than the others. Next, see, after mainly revisit yourself. See, you know what you are doing. So, knowing what is your valuable to give direction to your life, kindly you revisit your life. Then your energy should be orientated first towards your things, because that is your values. Through exam, through through analyzing your values, that really helpful to you to have a time management skill, because time is a very valuable thing. That's why we are not giving respect it, I think so. Is it? Yeah. Next, yeah. Here I have some extra time management techniques. The first one, the set time method. Like, you set time to yourself. This is a day. This is what I'm going to do things. Then second thing, the swish cheese method, cheese approach. Because whenever you want find yourself some free time, do some difficult work. So kindly, if you are having some free time, if you have some big job, you do a small part of a particular job. For example, if you have a examing in upcoming week, kindly do some studies in this week. Next, then revise and preview. Always immediately note all the changes, because it's very, very important. If you are revising yourself, if you are previewing yourself, what are the top of things that will really helpful to you. Then second thing, preview your upcoming week, what you are going to do, how you are going to do. And not only your upcoming week and all the things, just you preview each and every day, what will happen, how am I want to adapt to that situation. So revise as well as preview, that really helpful to you to keep your level of best at every time. Next, 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 sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. See, always it's very, very difficult for us to do the same thing at in a long time for a long time. So, how we want to do our things as a a big job. So, this is another technique using small bits. See, the first one, optimize for a large chunks. For example, see if you are going to sit for a study for 1 hour, kindly chunks in the sense divide the times like small bits. For example, kindly study for 10 minutes, then you do revision, then 5 minutes break, then you do some studies, then you do revision, then take some 2 minutes break. So these are the optimizing for a large chunks. Then second thing, making them very useful by planning, cleaning, communication, creativity, and small tasks. So these are the some of the ways how you can use your things, use your time. Next, see if you are a student, it is very much difficult for you in the at home to study. Kindly you can commute to school if you can. See, listen to audio tape lectures and podcasts and go over what you have learned in class on your way or you from work. So finally, it's very, very important to exchange phone numbers with the students in to talk about in a very good manner. Not think about the teachers, not think about anybody. But if you have very good, if you want to become a successful person, just you exchange your phone numbers to have a very good growth. Finally, create a personal commuter telephone dictionary. Yeah. Next, see, it's a very good tips for managers and businessmen. The first thing, kindly hold on routine meetings at the end of the day. Because as a manager, you should know what is happening in the company. Then second thing, set a time limit and hold meetings only if it is needed. For not only for simply asking to have a meeting and simply chitting and chatting. So if it is needed, kindly have a meeting, then start on time and finish it on the time. So paperwork decisions and organize, limit interpretations. So these are the some of the tips to become a successful manager among managers. Yeah. Next, so we'll see some the review of the webinar is that always time and energy management can make you to move productive and reduce your stress level. And there are three steps level like set goals and make schedule and do revise and revisit your plan. So the very very important thing is that your time is in your hand. So be tough with your time. Actively avoid all the procrastination and time wasters. So finally, say no to distraction. So employ various techniques to become a time management and maximize your time. Use your time. So relax and enjoy extra time that you have discovered. Next, so if you think you could use more help, I'll give you some of the more help. You can get it from your teacher. Ask about their suggestion how to manage workload in the class. And the second thing, ask your parents, friends, and coaches how you are feeling and how you are expecting their support is very, very important. And book an appointment to a counselor to get a student service, and how you are if you want to guidance to manage your times. And if you have a mental and physical health, kindly approach your doctors and ask your family doctor, ask some psychiatrist, ask some psychologist, ask some psychotherapist to handle your time in a very good manner. So these are the some of the uh, mm, advanced things how you are going to, how you want to use your time. So finally, thank you so much. Next, thank you so much for this wonderful time, because I hope that I gave you what I have learned, because these tips are very much helping for me nowadays. So I shared my experience with you, how I came as a successful person. I didn't become a full successful person, but I'm becoming a successful person. So I believe in that it will really helpful to you. Follow the follow whatever the methods I shared with you. So have a wonderful life and best of luck to become a successful person. Thank you.
Thank you so
Hey, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seekers surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which is our only intention, learn grown together IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. It has been very wonderful session. Ma'am, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinars. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we'll be back in our session part 2, which is our question answer part. Okay, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yeah. I'll wait.
Okay, ma'am. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, dear IGP knowledge seeker, now it's time for our question answer session, which is one more valuable part of our regular webinars. Honorable ma'am, honorable knowledge seekers, please stay with us and ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in our comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Our speaker will answer those questions. After a short video, we'll be back, so please stay with us and enjoy our question answer session. Once again, welcome back, everyone. It's time for our question answer session. Please ask your question as much as you want to know from our speaker. Our speaker will answer those questions. Our first, let's welcome back our ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Once
Yeah.
again, welcome back.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Our first question is Orlando. My question is, how can we still practice the time management even though are in a topic environment and most of us are busy in so met and other stuffs, social media and other stuff. Is it?
Yeah. It is like which is the best option for management, time management and energy management, or both of them. Yeah. It is very, very important to have both management because usually we used to do waste our time most of the time. The first thing, as well as most of the time, we waste our energy in unwanted time. So both management is very, very important as to become a successful person. There is no particular management to become a successful person. As well as if you want a particular topic under management, you should follow both.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Then next question from Neil Francisco. Which is the best option for management, time management, energy management, or both of them?
Yeah, I told them. See, um, both management is very much important under for management. There is no option particular time management or energy management. Both are interconnected always because energy management, for example, if you lose your physical energy, it is lead to take a leave when you are going to do your job. Then you can unable to do your homework. Then you can do you are unable to do your family work. So if you are wasting time also, that is also uh, if you wasting your time, your energy also is using in some other ways. So both are interconnected. You want both are best option of management.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. The next question from Sandy Oladukun. Madam, could you please talk about how to deal with stress at work, especially as a teacher? Thank you.
Yeah. See, as a teacher, we should know the balance between family work as well as our school work. This is the first thing. But it is very much difficult as a teacher because we are working as a children with the children from morning 8 o'clock to evening 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. So we are spending most of the time rather than the parents with the children. So you want to understand yourself first. The second thing, you know how to deal with work, and you should know how when you want to say no. Because as a teacher, we are working with the students, and the same thing we want to understand ourselves also. So maybe we have physical health issues, mental health issues. See, we are also as a human being. So if you want to reduce stress level, the first thing you want to understand yourself. The second thing, you can do some breathing exercise. And the third thing, you can you can understand which matter you want to give importance. What is your periodizing work? So simply taking all the work and doing it really will help you, really will give you a stress only. So kindly find out which is very, very important work for you in the school first. Then second thing, you do some breathing exercise and don't work only for school much. You work for your family, spend your time with your children, and go out of outing somewhere once in a weekly. So these are the some of the stress level and some of the techniques where you can reduce your stress level. Because as a teacher, it's very much very much like that the stress level is very high because you want to you want to focus the academic growth on the children, and you want to focus how they are doing, you want to focus the overall development of the children, because you are also one of the psychologists who is handling children. So just you try to understand what are the techniques will help you to reduce stress and focus and give importance to yourself rather than giving importance to others. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Then next question for Shaila, ma'am. My question is how individual manage time if he or she is on the emergency situation.
Okay. See, if you are in an emergency situation, that's why I told you, you want to understand and you want to give some, you want to think about what is the first important thing. What is your first task? So kindly prioritize your work, sorry, prioritize your work and you follow your time management. Because always we usually what we do, we usually do the unnecessary things at every time. We take the big task and do the things at the last moment. So kindly avoid procrastination. So if you are in an emergency situation, kindly think and understand that what task is very important at that particular moment. Then you take that task and do it. Don't think about anything, because you think about in all the things that surely lead you to feel like stress and anxiety. So kindly understand that particular situation and think about which task is very much important and which is easy for you, which is simple for you to finish your work. But that emergency situation, if it is very important and it is very big task, do your level best. This is what I would like to say. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Then next question from Hanna Ekotto. In your own experience, ma'am, what's your major challenge in time management and how do you overcome it?
Yeah. See, what I did, procrastination is the main thing in my experience, because I am a person usually study at the last moment and write my test the very next day. So that because of that schedule, I suffered a lot and I had a physical health issues. Not only physical health issues, and also I felt like a stressed. Not only in study methods, at all the time. Even last academic year, I felt the same thing. So what I am start to practice now, I'm studying MA psychology because I already finished my MA psychology and in psychotherapy. Now I am doing MA industrial psychology. My exam is coming in the month of June. So what I'm doing, I have 6 subjects. I planned and I have a schedule to study each lesson at each day, because and so now I'm doing it. I am feeling like very relaxed and I'm going to sleep at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, and very energetically I am getting up by 5 to 5:30. So this is my own experience where I had a major challenge in a time management, and this is the way I overcome it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Then next question from Rosalie Samidino. What are some techniques that can help us to manage our time?
Yeah. See, as I told in the early, see procrastination. Kindly overcome your procrastination and periodize your things what you would like to do. And the next another thing you want to stick to yourself is that I want to do this thing at this particular time, because more than we are making on a schedule and following and revising and review, stick to yourself that I want to do at this particular time. Because more than you, anybody can take you to follow time management. The second thing, be clear in your goal. Because whenever you have a clear goal, that really leads you to follow a time management. And another thing, have some like vision board. Because when you have vision board, kindly type and see in the internet, there is a vision board templates. So by following that templates, kindly make some vision board for you and your life. Whenever you look at that vision board really makes you and boosts up you to become a successful person, and that makes you to follow your time in a very good manner. And another thing, you know what is good and bad, how to use time, and how to be energetic person. And if you are unable to follow a time management, kindly ask and kindly open up to whom you feel free, because that person also will really helpful to you to become a successful person to follow a time management. Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am. Ma'am. Then next question from John Burr. We are talking about time management. What tools or techniques do you use to ensure you can stay on top of your responsibilities?
Okay. See, I always used to finish my work in that particular time. So that really makes me to stay on the top of my responsibility. If I want to work, I usually do my work in the previous day. If I want to do my work in a particular time, I usually do. See, I used to give my best in whatever I'm doing by following the time management. So, buying the doing things at a particular time, finishing the particular task at a particular time, that is the best tool for me for and being and to follow my responsibilities. I never procrastinate. I only procrastinated in many things, but nowadays I'm not procrastinating. So if you give me some work, some responsibility, I used to finish it in the particular time. So that's why in a school they used to appreciate me that the teacher is doing very good things at a particular time. So we can give any responsibility for. Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am. The next question from Ritrim Raha. If you are expected to report to server managers, how could you prioritize your duties?
Yeah. So I'll take several managers' duties because several manager asked me to do some reports. So I will make and I will analyze which report is very important, and that report I'll do it in the first. And if other managers will ask me that why you didn't do for me, then kindly I'll take them and I'll explain to them to understand what is necessary to give periodize to the particular manager. So this is the first thing. And the second thing is that if it is possible to if several managers gave me a task in a particular time, so I'll do that all the work, all the report of several managers, and I'll finish it and I'll give to them in the same time. This is second thing. The third thing, if several managers give me a particular task in a different timing, so I'll take the report which is I want to finish it yearly. I'll finish it yearly, and the uh, by the time schedule, following a time schedule of several managers deadline, which the several managers gave me some deadline. I'll follow the deadlines and I'll give to them back. So these are the some of the three methods will I which will I will use to my I will use my report to several managers.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am. Then next question from Donna Son. Ma'am, can you give advice about time management, especially on teaching?
Yeah. See, teaching is very good professional in our day-to-day life because teacher is a it's equal to God. So kindly you think that you are giving some extra things to children in the place of God. The second thing, how you can manage your time. See, if you have the first thing is preparation is very very important for teaching. Then second thing, planning. Then third thing, executing, and the fourth thing, the final feedback. So the first thing, how you are preparing. At home, you have to fix the time, particular time when you are going to prepare. Then the second time, you plan. If you have 1 hour in a school, how you are going to teach them. So kindly have a plan. And you want to teach them like a chunk because our brain have a capacity to have a concentrate only for 20 minutes. So what you do is that you teach them 20 minutes and you have 5 minutes some activities based on what you have taught, and next you teach 20 minutes, then you do some revision by following some quiz, some games, some activities, then you teach them again 20 minutes or you give some break. So some teaching them for 20 minutes and you do some revision by do conducting games, some activities, then you do your teaching for 20 minutes and you do some activities or revision minutes, because when you have a chunks our brain automatically process what we have learned. So you're teaching not only or chalk and board. Kindly use some extracurricular ways and you use your extracurricular method or some other methods to teach the children. These are the time management skills for you on teaching. Thank you.
Uh, I think we covered our most of the question. Um, Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your wonderful presentation. It has been very informative for us. We can learn something new. Um, Ma'am, it's time for it will add some value to our day-to activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new day. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. You too.
Ma'am, before we move to the next webinar certification, if you want to leave this studio, you can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Dear IGP knowledge seeker, today are some technical problem. We cannot share our certificate code. We provide our certificate code in a short time. Thank you. Here is IGP knowledge seeker. Today our some technical problem. We cannot share our certificate code. We provide our certificate code in a short time. Thank you. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, time for our quiz session, which is the most valuable part of our regular webinar. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. First, you have to go www.slido.com and find today's quiz or scan this QR code for direct joining. And quiz code is Global IGP, whose code is Global IGP. After a short video, we'll start our quiz session. So please stay with us and join our quiz session, and don't forget to mention your friends in our quiz session. After a short video, we come back. So please enjoy our.
কুইন হয়ে থাকি বা প্রিন্সেস হয়ে থাকি, তো আজকেও সেই প্রিন্সটা কাজ করছে।
Dear IGP knowledge seekers, time for our quiz session. If you want to join our quiz session, please go to www.slido.com and enter the code, and the code is Global IGP. And the code is Global IGP. We will pick your name from Slido, so join with your full name, which will be directly printed on your certificates. Your IGP seeker will pick your name from Slido, so join with your full name, which will be directly printed on your quiz certificate. It is easy to join the quiz part, so mention your friends to join the quiz competition. Already 38 people joined with us. Now we are going to start our quiz session. So please everyone join quickly in our quiz session. To join our quiz session, first you have to go www.slido.com and enter the code, and the code is Global IGP, and the code is Global IGP. Now we'll start our quiz competition. Our first question is time management skill and technique you have learned. Option 1, make a schedule and stick to it. Second option, out of sight and out of mind. Yes. And the correct answer is option 1, make a schedule and stick to it. And now we go for second question. And the question is, time management will not help you to, option 1, achieve more balance. Oh, forward stop. Achieve more balance in your life. Second option is win the lotto. Win the lotto. Time management will not help you to, option 1, achieve more balance in your life, and second option is win the lotto. And the correct answer is option 1, win the lotto, and 88% people are right. Now move to our next question, and the question is, some stress management techniques are, option 1, get drunk, second option is time management, Some stress management technique are get drunk. Second option is time management. And the correct answer is get drunk, and 12% people are right. Move to our next question. What are time management skill? Option 1, effective skill to make lunch. And the second option is effective skills to help you achieve tasks on time and also get to lunch. Effective skills to help you achieve tasks on time and also get to lunch. We're waiting for your answer, so please everyone answer the question quickly. If you answer the question quickly, you will get the top ranker. And the correct answer is option 2. And 98% people are right. Now, go for our fifth now question, time management statistic. What can a lack of time management lead to? Option 1, wasting 8 years and 4 months watching television. Second option is what wasting 10 years on social media. And the correct answer is option 1, wasting 8 years and 4 months watching television, and 54% people are right. Now, move for our sixth one question. Someone with good time management skill usually makes option 1 a daily to-do list. Second option is time for socializing with co-workers. And the correct answer is option 2. Now, for our seventh question, Jerry created a time management plan and increased his housework productivity. This means he, option 1, completed more tasks in the same amount of time. Second option is found someone to clean his house. And the correct answer is option 1, completed more tasks in the same amount of time. Now for our eighth now question, everyone should use the same time management strategy. Option 1, true, and second option is false.
তুমি অন্যরকম একটা সাজ পোশাকে আমাকে দেখা যাচ্ছে। নিশ্চয়ই কারণ আছে, কারণ আজকে আমরা শুটিং করছি একটি বিজ্ঞাপনে।
And the correct answer is option 2, false, and 52% people are right. Move to our next question. And the question is stress management techniques how people deal with their stress. Option 1, false, second option is true.
এবং এখানে খুব সুন্দর করে আসলে আমাকে প্রেজেন্ট করেছে আমাদের সবার প্রিয় বারিশ। তো আমি আসলে সবসময় বলি যে ও অনেক সুন্দর অনেক অর্গানাইজড করে আসলে মানে কাজ করে। তো
And
সেখান
correct
থেকে আমাকে
answer
মোটিভেট
is true, and 91% people are right. On to our next question. Time management, a range of skills and techniques used when accomplishing projects and goals. Is it true or false? Time management, a range of skills and techniques used when accomplishing projects and goals. Is it true or false? And the correct answer, we can see that option A, true. And 100% people are right. Now we can see our leaderboard. In our leaderboard, the top one is Kiliwana January Sindhi. Congratulations, Kiliwana January Sindhi. He's our top one. In second position, we have Giama Jibane Leida. In third position, we have Leah. In fourth position, we have Annie Leida. And in fifth position, we have Jewelers Virus Fight. Banai fellow. এখানে কংগ্রেচুলেশন Congratulations, our top 10 quiz competition winner. We have all of your name which you entered during joining. We'll pick your name from Slido and prepare certificate and we'll post them on our Facebook official page and group. Our Facebook official page and group name is Institution of Global Professional. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, congratulations to our webinar online quiz competition winners top 10. Congratulations again. Slide will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we'll issue our online quiz competition certificate on our Facebook official page and group. And the group and page শেষ. Name is Institution of Global Professional. তোমাকে একবার বলছিলাম না? At the end of the moment of a session, we can say properly feed your skills, never stop learning because life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in our every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to a goal, not a people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end live button, again, most thanks to all IGP knowledge seeker for your active participation as always. See you in the next session. Till then, stay happy and blessed. And thank you so much, everyone.